Do you know there is a capital in the world that was made for millions of people but is empty now? Do you know there is a road that was built at a cost of $1.3 billion, but locals don't like to travel on it? In this piece of construct, we're going to unfold the costly but useless projects. These projects took billions of dollars to be built, but they never came to be used by anyone. Let's now dive into the most useless megaprojects in the world. Naypyidaw of Myanmar. Number 1 in the list of the most useless megaprojects in the world is Naypyidaw of Myanmar. The city was built as the new capital of Myanmar. It took a cost of $4 to $5 billion, but a very few people live in this city. Shopping malls and roads are deserted. Even if a lot of people travel to the airport, they are around a dozen. We will tell you the reason for this desolation, but before that, let us tell you why Myanmar changed its capital. Myanmar's former military leadership secretly began construction of the new capital in 2002. Before that, Yangon, also called Rangoon, was capital. Transfer of capital is not a big deal. As you know, Pakistan, Brazil, and Egypt transferred their capital in past. Myanmar changed its capital city in November 2015, but its official name Naypyidaw was announced on March 27, 2006, which literally means the abode of kings. The reason for this sudden change of capital was not clear. Some believed that Myanmar's military leadership was vulnerable to an attack from the sea, while some people also said that this transfer of the capital is being done on the advice of astrologers. Official explanation for moving the capital was that Yangon had become too crowded and overcrowded, and there was little scope for future expansion of government offices. The population of this city is more than 7 million, and its population is expected to double by 2050. Therefore, the Myanmar government thought that it would be more appropriate to move the capital. Ciudad Real International Airport, Spain. Let's tell you about an airport in the world that was built at a cost of €1 billion, but closed after just 3 years. Then, when the first bid to buy it was made, it was also only €10,000. We're talking about Spain's Ciudad Real International Airport, one of the useless megaprojects in the world. As you know, Spain is one of Europe's main tourist destinations. Every year, thousands of tourists go here for a vacation. Apart from this, dozens of international flights are coming and going at the airports here every day. A new airport was constructed to replace the existing main airport in Madrid, the capital of Spain. This newly built airport was Ciudad Real International Airport. The runway of this new airport was one of the 5 longest runways in Europe, and this airport could accommodate 2 million passengers every year. But with its construction, expansion plans were already underway to increase its capacity to 10 million a year. When it was completed in 2009, it cost about €1 billion, which was a reasonable amount considering the new modern airport. But then it happened that only after 3 years this airport was closed, because the company working on this project filed for bankruptcy in 2012. The main reason behind the bankruptcy of this company and the closure of the airport was its location. The place where it was built was not at all suitable for a central airport, as it was built 200 kilometers away from Madrid. So the distance from the capital to the main city added to its problems. Most of the passengers were already tired from the long flight journey, so they did not like to travel long towards city. Due to the displeasure of passengers, all major international airlines have boycotted this airport. So it was to continue flight operations from the old airport located in the capital, Madrid. As a result, the newly constructed airport was restricted to a small airline. Now, because no major airline was operating from here, a debt of $350 million was accumulated at this airport by 2012. A highway and a low-hang. Hawaii. In this list, there is road built $50 million per kilometer. It is the most expensive highway in the world on a per-kilometer basis, but locals consider it useless, and interestingly, a large number of locals have never traveled on this highway till date. We are talking about a beautiful highway in Aloha State, Hawaii. It is built at a cost of $1.3 billion. It was proposed in 1960, because during this period America had some defense concerns. So to connect the U.S. Navy base Pearl Harbor with the Marine Corps base, it was necessary to build a highway off the Interstate H1 highway. So H3 was proposed to be built, and it was in 1960. And then it happened that even after the passage of 2 decades, its construction could not be started. One of the main reasons for this was the protest of environmentalists and local people. because they were afraid that its construction would affect the natural beauty of the valleys here. Environmental laws and route changes to protect the surrounding valleys delayed the project indefinitely. This is why even after 2 decades, work at this project could not be started. Then came 1986 when, after 26 years, the U.S. Congress exempted the project from environmental laws. Its construction started in 1987 and was completed in 1997. That is, 37 years after the proposal was presented in 1960s. This highway was completed. In the high-tech tunnel's transitional tunnel lighting, exhaust fans, emergency call box, cross passages, highway message signs, lane control devices, fire boxes, magnetic loop detectors, carbon dioxide detectors, smoke detectors, traffic signals, video cameras, footpath, and weather stations are present. But obviously, this modern technology had to pay a high price. You can imagine that when it was proposed to build it, it was estimated up to $250 million, but when after 37 years it was completed, its cost was 5 times more, as it was completed in $1.3 billion. The sad thing is that despite being built on a huge budget, this beautiful highway is not in use of everyone because people don't like to travel on this highway. One of the useless megaprojects in the world. Critics of this highway say that this highway was built keeping in mind the defense concerns of the 60s. Those concerns are no longer there. So what is the need for it today? Majority of locals say that they didn't travel at this highway. They consider it bad because many religious and cultural sites were demolished during its completion. That's why they don't like to travel at this. As far as megaprojects go, this is definitely one of the most useless megaprojects in the world. It was completed successfully, but it remained useless for locals. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.